Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We'll wait for a few minutes.
Sure.
Hare Krishna. So we will start. So Sri Krishna Prabhu is driving and we are on the road. So I will read today. So we will discuss. So please feel free to jump in if you have anything. Okay, so we will start with our prayers. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashat Deshe Tarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Tadati Swavadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Shah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानु सुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So yeah, so we will start. So anybody remember like what we discussed in the last class? Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes,
Hare
very
Krishna,
much so,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Dhanvat
Yes.
Pranam.
Dandat
Hare,
pranam.
Hare
Although I
Krishna.
was late last class, but we were discussing Lord's qualities. I think 64 qualities.
Yes, Prabhuji, you are right. Yeah, so we were discussing like how like perfectly gopis serve, like these are the different qualities, 64 qualities, how gopis serve Radha and Krishna. So anybody remember like uncle? Yeah, you was not there last week, uncle, we missed you. So we were reading from Brahma-saṁhitā. So we were discussing about the qualities of gopis, like how perfectly they serve Radha and Krishna. So anybody remember like what all qualities we discussed? Like very few we can name.
So there was one like Gita, like which is Bhagavad Gita, art of singing. That is one of them.
Beautiful Prabhuji. Yeah, Geet, yeah. Sure, Prabhuji. Anybody else? Mataji, Anita Mataji, Anuradha Mataji.
So all the kalas like dancing, painting,
Yeah,
all
beautiful.
those kalas, like how they are expert in everything and how we should serve as we are like a manjiris in that bhav.
Right.
Shri Krishna.
Good. Yeah. Yes, Mataji. So yeah. So there were like 64, like as Prabhuji was discussing, like gemology, astrology, and like one was like the how to control the sarp also, right? I remember that how to control the nag also. So he gave some name, I forgot. So yeah, so these are the different like how to take out the color from the stones by rubbing the stones with, yeah, with that the signs, with that they paint the Radha and Krishna, the beautiful art, like how to make garlands, how to dress them, how to how to make special dresses for them, jewelry for them. Yeah, so these are the different details. If we read them, then we can meditate on them, and then we will like try to serve them in this particular form. So yeah, and one more thing, like Prabhuji was discussing, like uh who is the like Vishay and Ashray. Anybody remember like Vishay and Ashray? Like who is the Vishay? So yeah, Krishna is the Vishay and Ashray is the like gopis and Radharani. And he was discussing, like he was emphasizing on three things to stay in devotion. Anybody remember? Okay, so let me read. First thing was regularity in sadhana. Anybody remember the second one? It is about sangha, something about sangha.
quality of the Sangha, like how we are offering or serving, the quality of that.
Yeah, the sensitive to Sangha. We have to very conscious about the association, like what association we are getting. And third one, anybody remember? Like about something which is very, very important. Consistency in,
Chanting.
yeah, in seva, like whatever chanting or the Thakurji seva or whatever service we are doing, we should be consistent, right? So these, yeah, temple seva or anything we are doing, we should be consistent, not like Prabhuji was saying. And Guru Maharaj will also say like this, jabi jabi tabi tabi, like marzi hua to kiya, nahi to nahi kiya. So we should be very, very much consistent, because Krishna likes that thing only. Krishna looks for those things only. Like how in the adverse situations also you are serving. So today we're gonna discuss about Kadam Kanan Maharaj also, like how like he made like all the adverse situation favorable for himself, and how he left this world, how like how like what should I say, how perfectly he left this world. It's such an beautiful example. So we will read about Kadam Kanan Maharaj also. So going forward, like we have to move on to the next shloka. Okay, and we discussed about the 5 different rasas also, like how to serve Radha and Krishna in 5 different rasa. Anybody remember?
Madhurya, Vatsalya, I don't remember the sequence.
Yeah, no sequence. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Madhurya is one of them, Vatsalya Bhav.
Yeah. Sakya.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yeah, Shanti Dasi, Sakya, Madhurya and Vatsalya.
Yeah, so yeah, examples can be discussed, like Madhurya, like example is Radharani and Gopis. They serve in Madhurya Ras, right? Madhurya Ras.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Yashoda Maiya and Nand Baba, they come in the Vatsalya Ras,
Vatsalya
like
Bhav.
how affectionately they serve. And all the sakhas of Krishna are the Sakhya Ras,
Sakhya
Subal,
Bhav.
Madhumangal, all the friends, Gopa friends of Krishna. Then Dasya Ras, Guru Maharaj says the 2 like doorkeepers of Krishna, like Chitrak and Patak in the Golok Vrindavan. These are the example of Dasya Ras. Okay, so we discussed like Prabhuji was discussing like how in Goloka like everybody is in trance, right? So how everybody is in trance, like they like to serve Krishna, Radha Krishna, right? There is no other purpose of them. They just really want to serve Radha and Krishna. So let's move on to the next shloka now. So the link is on the, I think he posted on the group, our Berks Bhakti Yoga group. So you can open that. So I'm gonna read that. So just an overview of this, like now we have read that that we have to serve Radha and Krishna. So now moving forward, like how we can relish that. So this shloka is about that. Prem, who can access? Okay, so now like we were discussing, we see the manifestation of the drop of rasa in this material world when Krishna appears himself. Okay, some leelas are visible in the material realm. Like we can see like some pastimes, like the Krishna's childhood pastimes, or some leelas are visible and some are non-visible, right? Which are continuously happening in the Golok Vrindavan. So who can access these like invisible leelas? A particularly fortunate person, when he is favored by Krishna, when he is able to detach himself from the worldly connection. Okay, so only those who can detach themselves from the worldly connection, they can see these transcendental leelas which are still going on. Okay, and they can relish pure leelas of Golok Vrindavan. But those who are excessively addicted to worldliness, they are devoid of this kind of devotional eyes. Okay, so we need a special eyes and special devotional service to enjoy these leelas, which are continuously going place in Golok Vrindavan. So this shloka is about that. So I'm reading from Brahma-saṁhitā 5.38. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Shanta sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti Yam sham sundaram achintya guna swarupam Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham bhajami. Anybody would like to recite? Okay, so I think no.
Hare Krishna Mataji, I will recite. Hare Krishna. Premanjana churita bhakti vilochanena Shanta sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti Yam shyama sundaram achintya guna swarupam Govindam Adipurusham Tamham bhajami.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So let's move on to the translation. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is Shyam Sundar, Krishna himself, with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, whom the pure devotees see in their hearts, with the eye of devotion tinged with salve of love. So this is very, very important shloka and very beautiful. So we will read the Prabhupada's purport here. The Shyam Sundar form of Krishna is his inconceivable, simultaneous, personal and impersonal, self-contradictory form. True devotees see the form in their purified hearts under the influence of devotional trance. So this line is very important. True devotees see that form. Which form? Two-handed form of Krishna. They see in their hearts under the influence of devotional trance. The form Shyam is not the blue color visible in the mundane world, but is the transcendental variegated color affording eternal bliss, and is not visible to the mortal eye. On a consideration of the trance of Vyasadeva, as in the shloka, Bhakti Yogena Manasi, Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.4, it will be clear that the form of Sri Krishna is the full personality of Godhead and can only be visible in the heart of a true devotee. So in this shloka, every time it is like emphasize true devotee, true love. Okay, so which is very, very important, which is the only true seat in the state of trance under the influence of devotion. When Krishna manifests himself in Braja, both the devotees and non-devotees saw him with his very eye. But only the devotees cherished him, eternally present in Braja as the priceless jewel of their heart. Nowadays, also the devotees see him in Braja in their hearts, saturated with devotion, although they do not see him with their eyes. The eye of devotion is nothing but the eye of pure, unalloyed spiritual self of the Jiva. The form of Krishna is visible to that eye in proportion to its purification by the practice of devotion. Okay, so this line, the eye of devotion is nothing but the eye of pure, unalloyed spiritual self. So we don't need the material eyes to see the Krishna. We need the eyes of true love to see the Krishna. Like the example of, we can see the example of Surdas. You must have, like everybody must be knowing him, that Surdas was blind. So still, like one time what happened, like Surdas ji used to come to the temple room, and he has a like what is it called, which chakshu, which chakshu they call it, chakshu. Okay, so Surdas ji has a prem chakshu, So he was blind. Still, he used to, like, whatever color dress Krishna was wearing, and he used to sing that bhajan, like, okay, Krishna is wearing red dress, Krishna is wearing blue dress. So people were thinking, like, I think he's fooling us. He can see, but he's like acting that he cannot see. So one time, like, they start beating him, and they yeah, and one time they just undress Krishna, and then Surdas ji started singing that bhajan, like, Krishna is not wearing anything. And then they come to know, oh my god, like, so Surdas ji was in such a trance, like, he could see Krishna because he had a pure devotion. So that kind of devotion we need, like, and Guru Maharaj also say, whenever we go for the Vraj Yatra, Guru Maharaj say that you don't need, like, you have to do the darshan from your ears, not from your eyes. Yeah, so Guru Maharaj say that you have to use your karnendriya, like, you have to use your ears for that darshan. Just listen to all the kathas related to that place, not only the darshan you can now we can do, we should do darshan, but now we can do online darshan sitting here anytime, right? So we should, like, true love, we should have true love. Whenever we are looking at the Krishna, we should have the true love. The eye of devotion is nothing but the eye of pure unalloyed spiritual self of the jiva. The form of Krishna is visible to that eye in proportion to its purification by the practice of devotion. When the devotion of the neophyte reaches the stage of bhava bhakti, okay, when the devotion of the neophyte reaches the stage of bhava bhakti, the pure eye of that devotee is tinged with the self of love by the grace of Krishna. By the mercy of Krishna, we can reach to that stage, which enables him to see Krishna face to face. We have seen in our parampara, we have so many examples, right? Raghunath Das, Sanatan Goswami, they used to, like, meditate on the pastimes. They used to go into the Leela, right? So the phrase in their hearts, which means Krishna is visible in proportion as their hearts are purified by the practice of devotion. So this is very important. Krishna is visible in proportion as their hearts are purified by the practice of devotion. Like, how much our heart is purified, the similarly we can see Krishna in our heart. Like ye yatha mam prapadante. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said, like, whatever you desire, you get. Yeah, the whatever proportion you will get. The sum and substance of the shloka is that the form of Krishna, who is Sham Sundar, Natavar, best dancer, Muralidhar, holder of the flute, and Tribanga, triple bending, is not a mental concoction, but is transcendental and is visible with the eye of the soul of the devotee under trance. So, which form we have to meditate? Sham Sundar form, two-handed Sham Sundar form. He's Tribang form because he's bended from the three positions. Okay, so we have to meditate on that form and with pure love. So that's what Krishna wants, pure love. So how to develop this eye of devotion tinged with love? So now we know that we should have love in our heart, like, we should have love. But how to develop that love? The practical point is how to develop that love. We all read books, we all do everything. So how we can develop that love? So in Nectar of Devotion, 64 limbs of bhakti have been explained. So out of those 64, Chaitanya Charitamrita describe 5 main limbs which we can practice very easily. So I'm gonna read that. CC Madhya Leela 22.1.28. Sadhu Sangha Nam Kirtan Bhagavat Shravan Mathuravas Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan. Let me read one more time. Sadhu Sangha Nam Kirtan Bhagavat Shravan Mathuravas Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan. One should associate with devotees. So what is that? Sadhu Sangha. Nam Kirtan is what? Chant the holy names of the Lord. Bhagavad Shravan is what? Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Mathura Vas is what? Residing at holy places, holy dham. Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Seva. Worshipping the deity with faith and veneration. So these are the... Okay, and yeah. And Prabhupada said that all my temples, or each and every temple is dham. Each and every temple is dham. So that's why Prabhupada opened so many temples. Like each and every temple is dham. So serving there, staying there is equivalent to this dham vas. Now next is Sakala Sadhana Shreshta Ei Pancha Anga. Sakala Sadhana Shreshta Ei Pancha Anga. Krishnara Prema Janmai Ei Panchera Alpasang. So these 5 limbs, which 5 limbs? Just now we read, right? Sadhu Sangha, Nama Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vas, Shri Murtira, Shraddhaya Sevan. These 5 limbs of devotional service are the best of all. Even a slight performance of these 5 awakens love for Krishna. So these 5 limbs are very, very important, and like perfecting even one of these, Krishna will help us. So since yesterday, His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami left from this material world. So he is the perfect example. Like all our acharyas are the perfect example. But the Kadam Kanan Maharaj not only showed us the art of living, he also showed us how we can, he also showed the art of leaving body perfectly. Like how perfectly he was practicing all these 5 limbs. Like at his last stage, when he came to know that he is at the 4th stage, he left everything. Left everything means he doesn't left his services. He was still serving from Vrindavan. He was helping whatever projects he was involved, he was helping. And he was in the association of devotees. He was every day he was doing kirtan, he was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and he was serving his deities till the last minute. And yesterday I was listening to Jayadvaita Maharaj's lecture. Jayadvaita Maharaj said, since last 3-4 days, Maharaj was not able to speak. Maharaj was on the liquid diet for last 3-4 months. He was not eating anything because of his health challenges. So he stopped eating at all. He was on the liquid diet. And Maharaj said, for the last 3-4 days, he was not speaking a single word. He was very quiet. He was just sitting and he was serene. He was non-stop chanting. And on the last day, he said to one word, mission, mission, mission. So he was so much dedicated to Prabhupada's mission. Like till his last breath, he was worried about Prabhupada's mission. And in each and every instruction, he was telling to his disciples that you have to serve to this mission. You have to be very loyal to this mission. You have to, what he said, what Maharaj was saying, that you have to be, forgot. Yeah, yesterday lecture. Yeah, so I forgot what Maharaj was saying to his disciples. That was so nice. Yeah, yeah, this is my instruction, that you have to follow the GBC. You have to follow all the mission, whatever Prabhupada has given. That is my instruction to you. I'll be happy with you if you do all these things. So he's not the only one in ISKCON. Like our Srila Prabhupada, like Srila Prabhupada left this world in Vrindavan also. So he was non-stop. He was doing his Bhagavad translation seva till the last minute, right? Like dictaphone, somebody was holding the dictaphone. You must have seen those pictures and videos. Like at the last minute, last breath also, he was not able to speak, but still he was dictating. So this is such a beautiful examples, and these all the acharyas, they have given us like the way. We think that, oh, how can it be possible? Like, okay, we think that, oh, Prabhupada did in that time, but Kadam Kanan Maharaj, like recently he did, like he showed us like how we can live this life perfectly. So like all the Maharaj example, like Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, how he left his body. Bhakti Charu Maharaj, like in the COVID, he came here and on the battlefield, he left his body. So, and Guru Maharaj says that ISKCON is the factory of pure devotees. We have to just say in this society, then everything will fall in place. Okay, so yeah, I think Dhir Krishna Prabhu has posted one offering of Kadam Kanan Maharaj, GBC offering to Kadam Kanan Maharaj. So we will read that offering. This is a very wonderful offering. Yeah, so it's on our Berks Bhakti Yoga group. You can open that. Everybody get. Okay, so I'm reading this. ISKCON GBC is offering to His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami. Dear devotees, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 22.128. Just now we discussed like the 5 main limbs. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained that all devotional practices, 5 are most potent. The life of His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami was an ideal illustration of all 5 of these most potent limbs of bhakti. Sadhu Sangha, which is association of the Vaishnavas, Nama Kirtan, chanting the holy names, Bhagavad Shravan, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, Mathura Vas, residing in the holy dham, and Shri Murtira Shraddhaya Seva, serving the Lord's deity form with faith. From the very beginning of his journey on the path of Krishna consciousness in 1978, Maharaj found shelter in Shri Vrindavan Dham, where he served until 1984, thus exemplifying Mathura Vas. Residence in the holy Dham. In 1985, Maharaj traveled to Sri Dham Mayapur, where he supervised the construction of Srila Prabhupada's Pushpa Samadhi. Immediately thereafter, Maharaj returned to Vrindavan to serve as a temple president until 1995. Maharaj continued to offer his service and guidance to the Vrindavan and Mayapur projects throughout his life, thus offering his faithful service to Sri Sri Radha Shyamasundar and Sri Sri Radha Madhav, Sri Murtira Shraddhaya Seva. Maharaj then dedicated himself to sharing the gifts of the holy dhams with the suffering souls by incessantly traveling all over the world. By his lifelong study of Srila Prabhupada's books, Maharaj possessed a realization of Shastra that he was able to convey with deep conviction, astute observations, and a charming sense of humor, thus sharing with us all the fruits of his Bhagavad Shravan, meditation on Srimad Bhagavatam. And who among us has not been seemingly transported to another realm by Maharaj's melodious kirtans, taking one from deep meditation to energetic ecstasy, all the while being inspired to chant more and more. Yeah, I have seen this. Like we were in New York Rath Yatra, and Maharaj was, oh my God, he was not feeling well at that time also, but non-stop, like with so much of energy, he was chanting. It was like amazing, amazing. Nama Kirtan, chanting the holy names at its finest. He even celebrated his Vyas Puja by taking the assembly of devotees on an hour-long Harinam during the King's Day public holiday. Through all these decades of incessant service, Kadam Kanan Swami remained a humble and approachable well-wisher and friend to devotees all over the world, young and old alike. Yes, he was very, very jolly. He was always smiling. He both offered and accepted sadhu sangha, association of the West of thousands, and directed them to take shelter of the process of devotional service. Kadam Kanan Swami was an indomitable force, overcoming inconceivable challenges to further the mission of Srila Prabhupada No matter what the obstacle, Maharaj forged ahead with his deep conviction, his uplifting classes, and his world-famous kirtans. At the same time, Maharaj possessed a sharp intelligence with which he served Srila Prabhupada's mission as a manager and advisor on ISKCON's most important projects, from Vrindavan to Mayapur to New York City, helping hundreds of devotees to optimize their own offering of service. It is rare indeed to find such a multifaceted personality who is simultaneously deeply thoughtful, managerially astute, fixed in sadhana and sastric study, exemplary in every anga of bhakti, and loved by so many. When Maharaj was diagnosed with terminal cancer, he returned once again to where his spiritual journey began and took shelter of the divine abode of Śrī Vrindavan. Perhaps for the first time in Vaishnav history, Maharaj allowed the community of devotees to be virtually present with him as he prepared himself for the moment of death, teaching us essential lessons in these 5 limbs of bhakti that will prove invaluable to each and every one of us when we face that final test. Yes, I've been watching Maharaj every day. He was doing kirtan like every evening. And one of the lecture, like Jadwat Maharaj was saying, that both of them were reading every day. They were reading also Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam together, like with his Guru Maharaj. Maharaj was reading every day. In the final days of his manifest presence among us, Maharaj showed us the highest example of determination to take shelter of the process of Krishna consciousness, remaining fixed in his vow of japa until the very end. Yeah, till at the end also his hand was like he was chanting. Maharaj departed from this world among resounding kirtan under the merciful gaze of Sri Giriraj in the association of his spiritual master, His Holiness Jai Advait Swami, and the Vaishnavas in Sri Vrindavan Dham. We pray that this auspicious departure brings some solace to all of us bearing separation from our dear Kadam Kandan Maharaj. Maharaj himself expressed such conviction and joy in the knowledge that death signifies a change of service, an opportunity for which he was enthusiastic as ever. So let me read this line one more time. Maharaj himself expressed such conviction and joy in the knowledge that death simply signifies a change of service. This is so important, right? Death is simply a change of service, an opportunity for which he was enthusiastic as ever. We especially offer our prayers for Maharaj disciples that they may have find shelter and comfort in the holy names, Srila Prabhupada books, the association of the devotees, and service to the mission of his divine grace, just as Maharaj exemplified. Please know that on behalf of His Holiness Kadam Kannan Swami Maharaj, we offer you our full support and affection. The GBC shall be eternally indebted to Maharaj for his innumerable services to ISKCON. His Holiness Kadam Kannan Swami ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, jai. So, okay, so yeah, here, like, let me add one more thing. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita said that out of these 5 limbs, Tara Madhya Sarvasreshta Nama Sankirtan Nira Aparadha Nama Lele Paive Prema Dhan. So out of these 5 limbs also, what is the most important is Nama Sankirtan. And Maharaj was till the last breath, he was chanting and chanting. So I think this is all we can do. So Krishna Prabhu, you want to add something? Yeah, let me give it to Prabhuji if he wants to add something.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Sorry, I'm driving, so not sure if my voice is clear. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so His Holiness Kadam Kanan Swami Maharaj ki jai, wonderful example of this verse that TungaVidhya started with, Premanjana Charita. He, as we saw in this offering from GBC, how wonderfully he served in whatever service was given to him. Sometimes some people, they will say, what is this management? What is this running around? And, this is not bhakti. No. Srila Prabhupada has very, very explicitly said, anything we do for Krishna, as long as our heart is, pure, and we are working towards making it pure. Any service, whether it's a manager position, a temple president, whether somebody is serving as GBC, somebody is serving as a spiritual master, somebody is just cleaning the temple, whatever service we are doing, as long as we are doing it sincerely and with no other hidden agenda, that is a service to Krishna. If somebody says this, we should be away from management, or this is not bhakti, absolutely wrong. So Kadam Kanan Swami Maharaj exemplified all his decades of years. So wonderful, most recent example of how we should develop. See, the point is that this verse perfectly correlates with his example, because what we are discussing is we need this Divya Chakshu, this Prema Chakshu, eyes of devotion. But how to develop it? The only way to develop is not just sitting at home, right? We cannot develop anything. There has to be some action. So that service that pleases Krishna, Guru, and Vaishnavas, that has to be there to develop. And that's why I was actually listening to Shri Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, a very nice lecture on this topic. And he was explaining how to develop these devotional eyes. See, when we read these scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we must have also realized, if we read the same verse and purport second time, third time, fourth time, we get more realizations. Why is it happening? Because slowly and slowly, as we are serving, as we are chanting, as we are serving Shri Guru, Vaishnavas, that our Divya Chakshu, our Gyan Chakshus are opening more and more. So Shri Gaur Govind Maharaj was also mentioning this beautiful verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Krishna Tulya Bhagavata Vibhu Sarva Ashraya Prati Shloke Prati Akshare Nana Artha Kaya. So such a beautiful verse that is stuck in my mind, that as we all know, Srimad Bhagavatam is non-different from Krishna. It is as great as Lord Krishna himself. And every verse, Prati Shloke Prati Akshare, even every word and every verse of this this scripture, it has many meanings. What does it mean? Many meanings, that as we uplift our consciousness, the same words, the same translation, same purport will give us more and more realizations. And I'm sure we all can experience that realization, or must have already experienced that. So that's the only way to develop these Prema Chakshu. And in the end, like TungaVidhya was mentioning that verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita, the best and the topmost and the only, if we can do only one service, then it has to be Nam Sankirtana. Tara Madhya Sarvashreshta Nam Sankirtana. But what is the important part? Nirapradhe Nam Laile. Niraprad, offenselessly. So what are the offenses? There are 10 offenses that we all should read every day. I'm talking to myself also. Okay, welcome to Maryland. I'm talking to myself also, that before we start even our chanting, morning chanting, or whenever we are chanting, we should read these 10 offenses. And that is why Srila Prabhupada gave us this instruction every day, every morning in all the ISKCON temples. Devotees, when they get together for Mangala Arati, they recite these 10 offenses that we need to avoid. and then they start their chanting. There's minimum 16 round chanting. So there are 10 offenses. Maybe if we have some time, we should read those 10 offenses. It should be in the, if you can read 10 offenses.
So let me read these 10 offenses. First one is to blaspheme devotees who have dedicated their lives to chanting the holy name of the Lord. The holy name, who is identical with Krishna, will never tolerate such blasphemous activities. Second one is to consider the names of Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be on an equal level with the holy name of Lord Vishnu. Third is to disobey the orders of the spiritual master or to consider him an ordinary person. Fourth is to blaspheme the Vedic literatures or literatures in pursuance of the Vedic version. Fifth is to give some interpretation on the holy names of the Lord. Sixth, to consider the glories of the holy name of the Lord as imagination. Seventh, to think that the Hare Krishna mantra can counteract all sinful reactions, and one may therefore go on with his sinful activities at the same time chant the Hare Krishna mantra to neutralize them is the greatest offense at the lotus feet of Hari Nam. Eighth, to consider the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra to be one of the auspicious ritualistic mantra mentioned in the Vedas as fruitative activity. It is an offense to preach the glories of the holy name of the Lord to be faithless. If one has heard the glories of the transcendental holy name of the Lord, but nevertheless continues in a materialistic concept of life, thinking, I am this body and everything belonging to this body is mine, aham mameti, and doesn't show respect and love for the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that is an offense. Last, it is an offense to be inattentive while chanting. So these are the 10 main offenses.
So we have the Nam Sankirtan is the best service, and then all the other services are accompanied by Nam Sankirtan. Whatever temple service we have, whatever we are cooking for the Lord at home or in the temple, whatever service we are doing, that has to be accompanied by Nam Sankirtan. That's why one of the service that is very, very pleasing to Srila Prabhupada is book distribution. That's why whenever devotees go out, it is always accompanied with Nam Sankirtan. There is a team that is doing Nam Sankirtan, and there is a team who that does the book distribution. Prasadam distribution. Anything we do, it has to be accompanied by the chanting of holy names. So I think that's probably we can cover in this. Feel free to please read the purport and translation. Any questions, any comments, any additions, any corrections, please unmute yourself and we can discuss for a few more minutes. Any question related to today's topic or in general also, any other topic? Okay. If nothing, we can chant nursing prayer.
Yeah, we can do Narsing Aarti.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Maharaj ki jai. Jai. Anybody would like to do Aarti? Govind is there. Like, Govind wants to do.
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, so Govind, you want to do beta?
Yeah.
Yes, I can do it.
Yeah, you can start beta.
Namaste Narasingaya Praladadaine Hiranyakashipu Rakshya Shilatankalaya Ito Narsingo Parato Narsingo Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsingo Bahe Narsingo Vedaye Narsingo Narsinga Modim Sharanam Prapadim Tavagara Kamalavare Nakama Bhuta Shringam Lalitali Anyakashipu Sanubrindam Keshavadim ta Narahari Rupta Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Narsingadev Jaya Narsingadev Narsingadev Jaya Narsingadev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Narsingha Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Narsingha Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jayo Lakshmi Narasingha Jayo Lakshmi Narasingha Lakshmi Narasingha Jayo Lakshmi Narasingha Jayo Jaya Guru Dev Guru Dev Guru Dev Jayo Jaya Guru Dev Jayo Jayo Prabhupada 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada Nitya Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitya Gora Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Govind Beta. Thank you all of you for tolerating me. Please forgive me if I commit any offenses, mistakes, and if you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you, Mataji. It was very nice class.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we will, yeah, announcement. Okay. You have announcement?
Yeah, sorry, Hare Krishna. Few announcements. Of course, we have our Sunday program every Sunday with darshan of now Shri Nitai Gauri Chandra. So all of us are most welcome to attend that program on Sunday evenings. And yeah, please block the weekend of April 28th. So that is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, April 28th, 29th, and 30th. We'll have a 3-day program with Shri Guru Maharaj and Guru Ma. So it will be that Friday in Reading and Saturday, Sunday in ISKCON of Harrisburg. So wonderful, spiritually power-packed evening. Like we always hear that even love matra sadhu sangha, even a few moments of sadhu sangha is very, very powerful, very supportive in our spiritual life. But if we are getting a chance to, associate with pure devotees of Lord for all 3 days. So please block that weekend again, April 28th, 29th, and 30th. And next Friday, we will celebrate our God outreach program. So hopefully we will plan for it, and soon there will be some communication. So yeah, again, thank you so much. And we'll see all of you in person on next Friday. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Great class, Tripti.
Yeah.
Hare
Good class.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Very
Very
nice
nice.
class, Tripti. Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
all good to Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada and their parrot. Hare Krishna.